Empire. So today we're going to be doing a review of Cactus Town.
Okay, this is a great, what type of game would you call this?
I would say a programming cat and mouse game.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're kind of surprised.
Yeah.
There's very few games that we've experienced that are like this type of theme and mechanics that we've enjoyed. Mm-hmm. This one we really enjoyed. It did extremely well in comparison to all the other ones we played that has the same mechanics. So we're just going to jump right into the review. What did you think about the rules?
Easily 5 out of 5. Anyone can learn this in like 4 to 5 minutes. Probably one of the most straightforward rules we've seen, and it goes over what all the abilities do.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. Actually, I'm going to give the rulebook a 4 out of 5 because it does kind of jump a little bit in between stuff, and also it's illustrated, but then also I think that they can fine tune it a little bit, the rulebook. We mostly learned it from watching a video and then also looking at some of the components, what they do and everything. But the rules, I think, just need to be a little bit clearer, have a little bit more illustrations.
The player aid's amazing, though.
Yeah, the player aid is amazing.
We refer to that a lot.
So, but for the most part, you could just follow the player aid and then also the information in the back of the rulebook. And then you could just easily figure out how to play it. So 4 out of 5 in the rules. What do you think about the components?
I give components 5 out of 5. I like the character standees. The cards are actually...
They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good quality. I really like the player aid. The dice is really nice, translucent, pretty cool. I also like I like how the cards and they all go with the theme, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'll give the components a 4.5 out of 5. I think the cards could be a little thicker. They're good. They're just, I think they could be a little better.
The cards are really vintage, though.
Yeah, they're good. They're pretty much standard. I think that for a game like this, so you're going to be playing it a lot because of the setup time and everything. It's going to be played a lot because it's also a kids game. I think you're going to want better quality cards. You can always sleeve them, and that'll keep them good for a lot longer. So the standees are good. The dice are nice. I wish they were a little bit bigger. These dice are kind of small. They're not the standard dice size. And then these are nice and well illustrated. The cardboard is just looks like one layer. So pretty much that. For the components, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. What did you think about the overall experience?
I would give the experience a 5 out of 5. It was actually a pretty intense game. The amount of things you can do and how intense it was near the end, I would have to say for this type of game, we actually had a blast.
Yeah. So I'm going to give the experience a 5 out of 5. Great experience. And like he said, for a game, this actually has tension in the game, which it's an emotion that a lot of games have trouble implementing into their game. This one, you do feel tense because you're trying to get one another, and just the mechanics. It shows how it pretty much implements it into the game, and so it's just great experience. A little bit of downtime. I would say probably sometimes a minute and a half, because there's so much things you have to think ahead. It's a game where you're going to want to stay one step ahead because you're either the sheriff or the outlaws or whatever, and so you want to stay one step ahead of each other, and so there's a lot thinking to do. So just great experience. 5/5. What did you think about the mechanics?
I would give the mechanics. I would say for this type of game, 5/5.
Yeah.
Like for a cat and mouse game with these type of mechanics, because both games normally aren't our type of style, and this game really blew us away with the mechanics. Like with all the advanced things, all these different tiles. We haven't even played the expansion or all the different characters and all that. I would say we've only experienced like half of the game. It's like a lot of other things that you can include, because you can play with more than 2 players for way more stuff and way more intense. And it's like really, really cool. And there's so many different things in it. And again, it's one of those games where you always have to think like one step ahead. And there's so much strategy, because there's not, apart from the dice rolling, it's basically all strategy.
Yeah.
And you can mitigate the luck with the abilities and re-rolling, and it's just really fun.
Okay, so I give the mechanics a 5/5. Great mechanics. It's pretty much really simple. You go use card play to pretty much figure out, you play 3 cards, and then your third one normally would be your fourth one will be your battle card, which adds to your pretty much dice roll, which is pretty much indicated in the top left. So the first 3 are always pretty much the cards that you'll be playing, and you'll be able to pick one of the bottom icons. Some have 1, some have 2, some have 4. And so you'll be picking whatever one it has, and then you'll be able to do that. So you could run, which pretty much once you run and you stop, you have to turn the card. If you sneak, you don't flip the card face up, which as the sheriff you don't want to, because the outlaws are trying to find certain locations that they're going to rob and then leave the scene. Then there's also you can fight, and then each character, pretty much each faction can do different things. I can pretty much put him in jail. He can claim stuff and then leave. There's also bounty hunters, can dancer, and then there's also expansion that has other different types of factions. And so you just. And then also when you land on these cards, and the advanced cards, the red ones, you do different things. This one, you move the cactus in front of someone. Then there's also, that's a cactus. You're able to get bullets. There's, let's see, bullets.
The pipe.
Reload, pipe, trap, and then the map. So I think the map is actually for different characters. But yeah. The bullets adds 1+ to the dice roll. That's reload. I forgot what the pipe does. The pipe, let's see. The party showing the peace pipe does not take part in the duel, so you can skip the duel. And then the trap, cancel the movement of a single standee, so you cancel another opponent's movement. Mostly you're going to be doing that when they try to duel you, or if they're about to win and move. And so you're going to cancel their movement. But there's just so much things you can do in this game. Very impressed. It really looks simplistic and it looks like a kid's game. It is, but there's so much strategy in this game. Really highly impressed with everything they did. So 5/5 mechanics. What do you think about replayability?
I would give the replayability I would give it a 5/5 because there's so many different factions. We've only played like half of the factions.
Well, half of the base game factions.
Oh yeah, we haven't even played the expansion factions. There's so many different cards and things. All the characters have different like skills. Like I can, like let's say I needed. Let's flip this over. Actually, I think I need that. No, but let's say if I did need that, then like if I use this character, then I could put like where that
Yeah, this.
Oh yeah, I could put that on there, and then I could with my next move, I could run or sneak away.
You have to sneak out of the city, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, but you have to sneak out of the city, but there's lots of different ways, and it's a programming game because you need to like figure out what you should do at what time, and you also need to think what your opponent might do so you can counter back. And there's so much replayability in all the cards and everything, and it definitely blew us away with the amount of stuff you can do, and it's really an amazing game.
Okay, so I'm going to get the replayability 5x5. High replayability with all the different factions and, kind of asymmetric and programming.
And it's balanced, too.
Yeah, it's very well balanced.
I would say it's just the most balanced asymmetric game we've played.
Yeah, they definitely play tested and balanced it very well, so 5 out of 5 replayability. There, like I said, there is a little bit of downtime. You're looking probably like a minute and a half, 2 minutes in between turns a lot of times because there is so much things that you have to plan ahead in this game during each movement. So 5 out of 5 replayability. Overall total, what do you think?
I would give the overall total for this type of game, I would give this a 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10. This is like definitely the best, probably cat and mouse game you can get. The amount of different things you can do, it's really like an amazing game. Like this is definitely one of the games that it unexpected us the most, and it truly was a fun experience to play. Really intense, and that's something that doesn't happen very often in a game where it's actually like intense. And there's really no team that's like always winning. It's always close.
Okay, so I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 or 4.2 out of 5, 8.5 out of 10. This is my favorite cat and mouse game that we've played so far. It's really cool. It really surprised me how fun it was. Because when you play cat and mouse games, it doesn't have a lot of strategic elements to it, and it's not balanced. This one has good enough strategic where you're able to do a lot of things. And it's balanced, which a lot of those cat and mouse games are not balanced at all.
And asymmetric.
Yeah.
That's even more surprising. Cat and mouse asymmetric, and it's balanced.
Yeah, so this is really surprising game. Really happy that we were able to play it. And so if you're looking for a hidden move, or hidden
movement? Yeah,
hidden movement or hidden, I forget what it's called. But if you're looking for this type of game with this cool theme or anything like you want to try a different type of game, this is definitely a unique game in itself. And really cool and balanced game. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Social media is down below in the description. We'll have a link where to buy the game. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.